Hear it? Come on. Oh, there goes another one. That's probably about the 6th or 7th tree that I've heard break. Yep. If not more. I'm telling you, I feel like I keep on hearing them breaking. Hey friends, good morning. Jennifer here with Morero Family Farm. Thank you guys so much for stopping by today. Boy, it is a windy day today. Yesterday we had a good amount of rain, and even the day before that we had a really good amount of rain. It's probably like around, oh, I saw that go down. There was a tree limb that just fell over in that area. You saw that? Did you see that? The tree limb that just fell out in the pasture. I watched it fall. So, yeah, so today's really windy. I'm trying to stay away from any fallen limbs that might possibly happen. We're not under a tornado warning. We were 2 days ago, but that was nothing serious in our area. That was probably more in Madison, and we're in Morgan County, so nothing really happened here. I don't even think Madison might have gotten anything, but the way the radar was, it was definitely showing more going through that area of Huntsville rather than the south area that we're in. But today we're supposed to get winds in between like 30 to 60 miles an hour, and around 11 or 11:30 or so we're gonna get a big squall to come through for about a good 30 minutes or so. So we've had a lot of rain. But then after that, it's gonna dry up until, I think until Monday, to be honest with you. So today's Friday. There's no school for the kids today because of tornado, possible bad weather. The schools are constantly letting the kids out for bad weather. What was it, President's Day weekend? They were out Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. So they had a 5-day vacation, and yeah, that was crazy. Kids get excited about it. So today is just another one of those days. After all the rain comes through, it should be done around like maybe 12 or 12:30. But then once that rain comes through, we're going to clean up this water right here. I don't know what my husband has planned, but this area for the most part was doing really well. We cleaned out all the muck and stuff like that, but now it's pooling just right here. So we're gonna have to get this water out of here. We want to make sure that this is dried up. Now luckily we do have 2 days of sunshine, which is great. So that's a good thing. We got the 3 little sleeping beauties in there. They're doing wonderful. They were just playing a few minutes ago. But after the rain comes and goes today, they are actually going to be disbudded, or we're going to be removing their horns. Hi, Mom. Hi, Piper. You'll notice we've got some little mid-sized chicks running around here, and they have been moved from the chicken tractor, which I'll show you in a minute, to in here. And believe it or not, they come and go as they please, but for the most part they know that this is where their food and water is, so they've been staying in here. And the other thing that's funny is that guy right there has been hanging out with them. He's been dust bathing with them and just hanging out by the heat lamp, so he's enjoying hanging out with them and not bothering them. But we had to move these chicks because they were getting beaten up. I don't know if you can see, especially the black ones though, their feathers have been getting torn out. Even with this white one here, you can see, but that one especially, and this guy over here, they've been getting abused a little bit, so we had to move them. We had some casualties yesterday. I had a very difficult day yesterday. I was coming out checking on the goats, checking on the animals, and I went over to the chicken tractor, and it was a scene out of a really bad movie, it felt like. And I looked into the chicken tractor, and about 6 of the black chicks were on the ground, just gone. They were dead. My husband told me to catch one of the hens that's running around, because we're trying to get the bigger chickens in coops, so they'll stop laying eggs everywhere, because we don't want the eggs everywhere, and we don't want another clutch of chickens. So we put 2 of the hens, and now there's 3 in here, because we're trying to catch them and put them together. But this black chicken right here, she's evil, and she killed about 6 of the baby chicks. Oh, there's more up there. Look at that. I didn't even know they were in there. Yeah, so that black hen in there, she just went on a murder streak. My husband said he came out to feed them in the morning. They were fine. Nothing was wrong with them. I came out around 12 o'clock in the afternoon, and yeah, they were gone. They were just completely gone. And I had put her in here the afternoon before, so why all of a sudden she went on a crazy killing spree, I'm not sure. My husband said it's a very good possibility that the reason why that happened is because of the rain. Like maybe they were out and got soaking wet or something. We don't know what got in her head, but we know it was her and not the other chick that was in there. So that's just really disturbing. It makes me want to, I don't know, almost to the point where it's like I don't want to have any more chickens at all, like right now. At least not until, you know, after we move. So I'm just going to clue you guys in on what's been going on. We had an offer on our house. We actually had a full price offer on our house. Things were going great. We were set to close on our house on March 13th. And we went through the inspection. Everything went good with the inspection. We signed off on everything. Everybody was happy. The inspection went incredibly well, actually. But then last minute, I don't know, I guess some sort of medical emergency happened with the wife or the wife's family. And they decided to change their course of action. So we did end up getting the earnest money deposit. But honestly, I would have preferred to sell the house. We've been on the market for quite some time now. Not to any fault of our own. It's just that when we decided to list the house, it was kind of like towards the end of summer. I went with a good friend of mine that I used to actually work with at Remax Unlimited in Huntsville. And the reason for that is because there's strategies and techniques to make sure that your house is still up there on the hot sheets, and being seen regularly and stuff like that is so very important. And my guy does everything possible to make sure that we're constantly in the, you know, in the front page of everybody's face. So, and that has actually worked. He does, like, once every week or once every 2 weeks, he does a $25 decrease, which just keeps us right there. It doesn't really lower the price that much, but it keeps us right in front of everybody's. Of that, we've been getting, you know, a good amount of people in here. But yeah, so we're still hopeful. We're not, like, we're kind of in a hurry at this point because we do have an offer, an accepted offer on another location, but we can't do anything, obviously, until, you know, our house sells here. So I hate walking. I keep on looking up because it's super windy, which I'm sure you can probably hear the background noise, and I will do my best to block it out if it causes a problem with the video. But we have, you know, still a lot of trees with no leaves on them yet, and these limbs, they love to fall when it's extremely windy. But the good news is, man, you guys, look at all the grass that's starting to grow. Woohoo! Yes, grass. It is such a lovely thing. I love seeing the green. Nice and green. The grass is coming back. This is my husband, Antonio. If you guys don't know who this is, he's not on very often, but he's out and saying hello. So over there. So obviously when we rolled that, a lot of it kind of fell off too. So that also seeded this area here, which is really great. So it's gonna look good, hopefully. It's starting to, so that's a good sign. I did recently seed in through here, which some of it is still there, but some of it did get washed out. I knew that it would, and I'm okay with that because it's just basically going to that area over there. So if that gets grassy over there, then we'll eventually just try to move it up this way. The plan is to keep the bigger livestock off of this area for at least the next month. We know for sure we'll be here for another month because it's going to take at least a month to close and we get an offer. So we're not milking Daisy right now, so there's no need to let any of the livestock go on here except for the goats, to just bring them from in the barn and out and just leave them out in pasture, and when it's time to come in, then let them in. But nobody is allowed to stay in this area at all. Getting the grass to grow in here is gonna definitely help with the muck, and it's also gonna make it look nicer. And then whoever does buy the house, if they want a paddock with grass in it, hopefully we can get the grass to grow good enough to where it'll be stable and again not get mucked up. And as long as you don't let the animals stay in the area, it should stay grassy. But you gotta rotate them. They cannot be in there every single day all the time. It's gonna ruin the ground. But that's kind of it, guys. I just wanted to give you an update on the baby chicks and what happened with them, what's going on with them. They all seem to be okay now. Nobody seems to be getting, sorry, I don't want to slip. Nobody seems to be getting picked on any, golly, my hair is a mess, guys, I'm sorry. It is windy. But nobody seems to be picking on the chicks anymore, and that's good. Hopefully they'll get healthier, and hopefully the remaining will last. But this is all we have left, and we had about 14. So I think that's pretty much all of them. Oh, nope, there's a couple more over here. See, now that one's picking. Look, you can tell it's been picking at the back. I don't know why they're doing that. See how they're picking at the feathers? But they can go wherever they want. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's a female. The brown one's got to be a female. But they can get away if they want to, and that's one of the reasons why we took them out of the chicken tractor, is to just kind of let them get away from whatever it is that's causing them to get pecked at, whether it's the bigger chicken or not. I think they were kind of pecking at each other also. I don't really know, guys. I just don't know what to do with them. Well, y'all, the back end of the storm is coming through. We are no longer in any kind of danger situation according to my weather radar. However, it's still pretty windy. I saw, goodness gracious, probably about 15 really good size tree limbs fall. Now I'm not talking, you know, whole trees or anything like that, but there was definitely a good amount of limbs that came down. And I'm gonna Wow, this is crazy. Yeah. So pretty close to the house, but these are just like little twigs, so I'm not really worried about twigs. I would be worried if a big limb came down, but I do have to watch over my head. So I'm gonna, you see we have a big limb that fell here, right there next to our cart. We had just cleaned all this stuff up earlier today. Like literally, there was no sticks on the ground at all because we were out here early this morning just cleaning up everything. I don't like standing here because it is really windy again. Wow. It's almost like this storm. Literally, I'm telling you guys, on the radar, we are completely in the clear. There is no green, definitely no yellow or red on our radar, and it is not showing any signs of any kind of wind or anything. And there is still significant wind out here. Like, it is wild. But you can see like there's little limbs right there, nothing major. But over here by the pond, you can see there's tons of water. And there's a few good limbs. Now over there in the pasture, there was a good amount of limbs that came down. Yeah, so I'm not gonna go out in the yard right now. I'm not that crazy because it's still very windy out. Yeah, wild. So if you're new to our channel, we live on top of a mountain. I think we're like 1,500 feet above sea level or something close to that. And it gets very windy up here on the mountain. But because we are on the mountain, we don't get the tornadoes like people normally do in the valley area. But we do get a lot of the really, really heavy winds. If you're not used to living where there's a bunch of trees around, oh, I look wild. If you're not used to living where there's a bunch of trees around, then when it's really windy and the wind comes whipping through the trees, it literally sounds like a train coming through. It is a very, very loud noise. And I don't know if the camera picks up that sound or not, but yeah, it's really loud. It's very invigorating. Their metal thing, okay. Yeah, I kept on hearing a noise that sounded like it was either coming from our fence line or from the neighbor's yard. I couldn't really tell. And if it was from the fence line, the thing that I was concerned about was our electric fence. If a branch or something like that fell on the electric fence and it's making it pop a little bit. But it sounds like they might have a metal, like pinwheel type thing that's clinking when the wind hits it. So I don't think that it is our fence that's making that noise. Man, it's so crazy to me. I had just cleaned all of this up today. You guys, this was so clean. Hi, Abby. Look. Oh, he just picked up the big branch over there. But, man, look at all those over there in the pasture. Look at all of those big branches that fell. I was watching them come down like it was raining sticks, raining branches out of the tree. Like you could see there's big limbs down right there. But yeah, there was some really, really big limbs that came down. Please don't mind the way that I look through this video. I'm just asking kindly that you guys just realize that we have had just a major storm that just came through here. It was pretty wicked. And the crazy thing is, even though that storm is long gone, the wind from that storm right now is so unbelievable that I'm going to tell you a wild story. So as we're sitting here picking up as many of the limbs as we can, somebody came driving through the driveway that we didn't recognize, and they stopped and they're like, "Hi, we were just in the area and we saw that your house was for sale." So I was sitting there and talking to them about the house and stuff like that. And while I'm talking to them, this monster back here decides to fall. Do you guys see that root? And the wild thing about this is that tree is not even dead.
No, it's top heavy.
It's top heavy, it's green. Yes, I know, babe. I know, babe. So, who just let Lady out? She did. So I'm gonna try to, I don't want to go over there because there's a lot of trees, but it's a huge tree that just fell. It's in the woods. Luckily it fell right behind our dog's house and did not land towards our yard. I've heard a couple of trees breaking behind our house that have fallen for sure. I see definitely that one root ball right there. That's a monster, probably about 10 feet or so. Lady, here. And then over on this side, oh, so then if you go here, if you see that metal post right there, right behind that metal post, that big root ball right there, that just came up too. So another tree just fell over in that direction. So obviously, I think at this point it's pretty safe to say that it's not a good time to be outside. Hey, what are you doing out? Hi, Sergi. So I guess we got both dogs out. Antonio is trying to clean up some of the mess. We got a lot of limbs that we're taking care of, but I think we pretty much cleaned up most of them. So Sergeant was let out of the paddock. They're okay together on this side of the paddock, just not in the paddock by themselves, unsupervised. And they're fine with each other, you know, that's not a problem. They're just playing. He's very vocal. And she's just confused. There goes another one, you hear it? Come on. Oh, there goes another one. That's probably about the 6th or 7th tree that I've heard break. Yep. If not more. I'm telling you, I feel like I keep on hearing them breaking. So you guys, we were just standing here and I was yelling for Sergeant to come, and this limb just fell. Luckily it's not huge, but it's a good sized limb. What are you doing? Well guys, that is going to wrap it up for this video. I think I've been out here way too long as it is. My hair is definitely feeling the brunt of this weather. But thank you guys for hanging out with us. We hope that you pray for the people in this area. We've gotten, not us in particular, but Madison County, just north of us, they got hit pretty hard with a more severe storm than we got. So I can only imagine what things look like over there. And I just, you know, I ask you guys to just say a little prayer for us, that everybody's safe and okay and healthy, and everybody who's getting hit by this massive storm that came through. And until next time, you guys be blessed. We'll see you then. Bye-bye.